Hello, my beautiful Golden Grace family, and welcome back. Before we step into the world of style today, I want to gently invite you into a moment of honesty, because I know many of us share a very familiar feeling. Maybe you've been shopping recently, holding up a blouse you used to love, only to quietly put it back because you worried about how it might cling around the middle. Or maybe you've opened your closet in the morning and sighed, wishing your clothes would simply work with your body instead of fighting against it. If that sounds like you, take a breath. You are not alone, and more importantly, nothing about your body is wrong. As women over 60, our bodies carry the story of a lifetime. The laughter we've shared, the families we've raised, the stress we've survived, and the joy we continue to create. Our shape evolves because we evolve. And here on this channel, we honor that evolution, not hide it. Today, I want to help you rediscover the excitement of getting dressed by sharing 8 gentle, stylish, and incredibly effective ways to look polished and confident without ever having to define, cinch, or reveal your waist. No squeezing, no discomfort, no sacrifice, just real style for real women living real lives. So if you've been craving practical tips you can use immediately, tips built around comfort, elegance, and self-trust, then stay right here with me. You deserve clothes that celebrate you exactly as you are today. Let's begin with one of the most timeless, graceful silhouettes ever created, and the one that becomes a true superpower after 60. Tip 1. The A-line silhouette. Your effortless style hero. The A-line shape is one of the most reliable, forgiving, and elegant silhouettes for women of any age. But once we reach our 60s and beyond, it becomes pure magic. Picture this, a dress or skirt that fits gently at the shoulders and bust, just enough to give you natural definition, and then glides away from the body in a soft, flowing line. It creates movement, comfort, and most importantly, freedom around the midsection. The beauty of the A-line is that it never clings or squeezes. It simply follows the body with kindness. But here's something many women don't know. Length and fabric matter just as much as shape. For the most flattering effect, choose A-line pieces that fall around the knee or mid-calf. These lengths elongate your figure, make your legs appear longer, and give you that graceful, confident sweep as you walk. And just as important is the fabric. Go for materials with gentle weight. Ponte knit, structured jersey, heavier crepe, fabrics that drape instead of sticking. They create a clean, elegant line without becoming stiff or tent-like. If you want a quick confidence boost, try an A-line dress in deep navy, burgundy, or soft taupe. Add a simple necklace or a lightweight scarf, and suddenly you look polished, put together, and comfortable enough to move through your whole day with ease. The A-line silhouette doesn't fight your body, it partners with it. And for many women over 60, this is the first step toward loving their wardrobe again. Tip 2. The modern peplum. A soft, flattering illusion, without the squeeze. Now let's move into a style secret that many women overlook, simply because they remember it from decades past. The peplum top. And yes, I know what you might be thinking right now. A peplum? Oh no, didn't we retire that look back in the 80s? But I promise you, the modern peplum is nothing like the stiff, exaggerated versions we once knew. Today's designs are softer, more refined, and incredibly flattering for women over 60. Instead of dramatic ruffles, the new peplum creates a very gentle, almost whispered flare that sits just below the bust rather than directly at the waist. That one simple shift completely changes the effect. It guides the eye upward, creates a subtle hourglass illusion, and gives you shape without any tight seams or uncomfortable squeezing. It's one of those quiet styling tricks that looks like magic, but feels effortless. When selecting a peplum top, it helps to look for matte, structured fabrics that skim rather than cling. Soft ponte, stable knits, or a smooth crepe fabric will give you that elegant, steady drape. Shiny materials tend to reflect light and draw attention where you don't want it, so it's best to keep textures soft and understated. After that, the key is balance. A modern peplum works beautifully when paired with slimmer bottoms, perhaps a straight-leg pant, an ankle-length trouser, or even a simple pencil-style skirt. This contrast lets the gentle flare of the top do its work, while the rest of your silhouette stays clean and refined. Put it all together, and you get a look that feels feminine, lifted, and incredibly comfortable. It's a wonderful example of style that supports your body instead of challenging it. Tip 3. Strategic layering. Use vertical lines to elongate and refine your shape. Next, let's step into one of the most transformative styling techniques for women over 60. Strategic layering. Layering is not about covering up. It's about shaping the eye, guiding attention, and using movement and softness to your advantage. Whenever you place a long, lightweight layer over your outfit, such as a flowing cardigan, a smooth duster, an open front vest, or even a gentle kimono, something beautiful happens. That outer piece creates natural vertical lines that instantly elongate your silhouette. Instead of drawing attention to the midsection, it lifts the viewer's gaze upward and downward, forming one continuous line. You can think of it almost like a soft curtain that moves with you. It doesn't hide your shape, it simply refines it. And here's where a stylist's favorite trick comes in: the inner column of color. This idea is wonderfully simple. You just wear a top and bottom in the same color, perhaps black with black, navy with navy, or even cream with cream, and then place your outer layer in a different tone or pattern. This creates a long, uninterrupted column of color through the center of your body, which naturally lengthens your frame and gives you a tall, elegant look without any effort. It's one of the easiest ways to appear more polished in an instant. To make layering truly work for you, it helps to choose outer pieces that are light and drapey rather than heavy or bulky. A soft knit cardigan, a breezy rayon kimono, or a smooth long-line vest will glide across your midsection instead of adding volume. In contrast, thick cable knits or stiff jackets often create extra width, which is the opposite of what we want here. Another wonderful advantage of strategic layering is that it works throughout the year. In cooler months, you can choose richer, warmer fabrics. And when the weather becomes warmer, a lightweight linen blend or a chiffon layer will keep the same effect while staying breathable and comfortable. Layering is one of those subtle styling techniques that feels relaxed but looks incredibly intentional. It brings movement, softness, and confidence to any outfit, especially when your goal is to draw attention away from the waist and toward your presence, your posture, and your natural elegance. Tip 4. High-waisted pants and draped tops, a flattering, comfortable partnership. Now let's talk about a combination that surprises many women, especially those who still remember the stiff, uncomfortable high-waisted pants of decades ago. Today's high-waisted designs are an entirely different experience. Softer, stretchier, and thoughtfully crafted for real comfort. And when you pair them with a beautifully draped top, something truly elegant happens. A well-cut high-waisted pant actually sits at one of the narrowest points of your torso, just above your natural waist. This placement visually lengthens your legs and gives your entire silhouette a lifted, elongated look. It creates structure without pressure, support without squeezing. But the real magic begins when you combine those pants with a top that drapes softly over the waistband. A draped top isn't stiff, boxy, or oversized. Instead, it moves gently with you, smoothing over your midsection with ease. Fabrics like rayon, linen blends, silk-like knits, or a fine crepe have a beautiful flow that stays comfortable while creating a long, elegant line. One little trick that stylists love is the relaxed half tuck. You simply tuck in a tiny section of the front of your shirt and allow the rest to fall naturally along the sides and back. This small detail adds just enough structure to look intentional, while still allowing the fabric to skim gracefully rather than cling. It creates a sense of quiet confidence, like you put thought into your outfit, but you're not trying too hard. Another detail that works wonders is choosing tops with slightly rounded hems. Rounded hems visually lengthen your legs even more, and they create a softer transition between your top and your pants. If straight-cut tops tend to highlight the waist area, a rounded hem can soften that effect instantly. Altogether, this combination of high-waisted pants and a draped top is ideal for casual days out, relaxed lunches, light travel, or even semi-dressy occasions. It gives you support, movement, and sophistication all at once. A perfect partnership for modern women who want to look polished while still feeling completely at ease. Tip 5. Choosing fabrics that respect your shape. This next tip might be the most important one in the entire video, Because the truth is, even the most beautifully designed clothing won't flatter you if it's made from the wrong fabric. Fabric determines not only how clothing looks, but also how it feels. And at this stage in life, comfort and elegance should always go hand in hand. Many women accidentally make their midsection look more pronounced simply because they're wearing fabrics that cling too tightly or reflect too much light. Materials like thin jersey, shiny polyester, stiff poplin, or crisp taffeta can draw attention to every curve or create extra volume where you don't want it. Instead, think of fabric as your silent stylist. The right material will do half the work for you, draping softly, gliding instead of grabbing, and giving you that graceful movement that looks effortlessly refined. Fabrics such as modal, bamboo blends, tencel, crepe, ponte knit, and soft textured knits are all wonderful choices. They have just enough weight to fall beautifully, yet they remain soft enough to feel comfortable all day long. They skim the body instead of sticking to it, and they move with you rather than against you. There's a simple test you can try the next time you're shopping. Take a handful of the fabric in your hand, close your fingers around it gently, and then release. If the fabric drops with a smooth, natural flow, not too stiff, not too flimsy, you found a fabric that will flatter you. These kinds of materials keep your silhouette fluid, elegant, and forgiving. And here's the best part. When you wear clothes made from fabrics that respect your shape, you move differently. You stand taller. You breathe easier. You feel more like yourself. Instead of tugging at your clothing all day or worrying about how something looks from the side, you can simply live, fully, comfortably, and beautifully. Choosing the right fabric isn't just a fashion decision. It's an act of self-kindness. It's saying, my comfort matters, my confidence matters, and I deserve clothes that honor the woman I am today. Tip 6. Asymmetry. The gentle distraction that works like magic. Let's move into one of the most underrated styling secrets for women over 60. The power of asymmetry. Asymmetry is subtle. It's artistic. And most importantly, it guides the eye in a beautiful, effortless way that keeps attention flowing rather than settling in one place, especially around the midsection. You've probably noticed that clothing with diagonal lines, angled hems, or soft wrap details always looks a bit more interesting. That's because our eyes naturally follow movement. When fabric sweeps in a diagonal or curves gently across the body, it creates visual motion instead of letting the eye rest right at the waistline. An asymmetrical top can create that effect instantly. When one side dips slightly lower than the other, or when fabric gathers softly to one side, it forms a graceful slant that flatters the body at any size, any age, and any stage of life. The same goes for wrap-inspired tops. They're not about cinching, far from it. A modern wrap style uses fabric to cross the body gently, adding shape without pressure, and creating a soft focal point just under the bust or near the neckline. This brings the attention upward to areas you want to highlight, such as your shoulders, collarbone, or face. Asymmetry also works beautifully with lightweight sweaters, long tunics, and kimonos. A cascading front, a longer side panel, or even a curved hemline can instantly elevate your outfit, making it look more dynamic and more modern. And there's something else that makes asymmetry so powerful. It gives you movement. Even when you're standing still, the lines of the garment appear to flow. That quiet sense of motion adds elegance, confidence, and a touch of sophistication without requiring any extra effort from you. In other words, asymmetry isn't about hiding, it's about creating visual poetry. It's one of the gentlest, most effective ways to dress beautifully when you don't want attention on your waist. Tip 7. Guiding the eye upward with accessories. Now let's explore another beautifully simple technique, shifting the attention upward. Instead of focusing on what you want to minimize, you draw the eye toward what you want to celebrate. And for most women, that's the face, the neckline, the shoulders, and the radiance that naturally comes with age. Accessories are the easiest way to do this, and they don't have to be bold or dramatic to work. A long pendant necklace, for example, naturally creates a vertical line that pulls the eye away from the midsection. The same effect happens with layered necklaces that gently point toward the neckline or chest. They spark visual interest exactly where you want it. When you add earrings, whether they're elegant drops, soft hoops, or simple studs, You bring attention directly to your face. Earrings brighten you, lift you, and make your features the focal point of your entire outfit. Scarves also serve as beautiful upward guides. A lightweight scarf draped softly around your neck adds color, texture, and movement near your face. It creates a natural frame that highlights your eyes, your smile, and your expression. Even your glasses can play a role. A stylish, well-chosen frame adds personality and instantly becomes a key part of your overall look. You can think of it as jewelry for the face, quiet but powerful. And here's something that surprises many women. The absence of belts can be just as important as the accessories you choose. Belts, even loose ones, tend to cut the body in half. Removing them creates a longer, uninterrupted line that feels more balanced and more harmonious. When you combine these elements, necklaces that create length, earrings that add brightness, scarves that frame the face, you create a style that naturally lifts the viewer's attention upward. This not only refines your look, but also highlights the most expressive and beautiful part of you, your face, your presence, and the confidence you've earned with time. Tip 8. Structured shoulders. The subtle detail that transforms your entire silhouette. Now let's finish with a tip that very few people talk about, yet it can completely transform the way your whole outfit looks. The power of a clean, structured shoulder. At first, it might seem like such a small detail, but the truth is, when the shoulder line is well-shaped, balanced, and gently defined, your entire silhouette becomes more harmonious. Structured shoulders create a quiet sense of alignment that naturally draws the eye upward and frames your body with elegance. This is one of those subtle styling secrets that looks like confidence, even before you've said a word. You don't need anything dramatic, nothing sharp, nothing boxy, nothing reminiscent of 1980s power dressing. All you need is a soft, supportive shape. Tops with a slight shoulder seam, lightweight jackets with a touch of padding, or knitwear that holds its structure can provide just enough shape to create balance. When your shoulders have definition, the rest of your frame comes into proportion. Your midsection appears softer and more blended into the overall silhouette. Your posture looks straighter, your neckline looks longer, and your entire outfit feels more polished. Structured shoulders work beautifully with open blazers, cardigans with a clean shoulder seam, and tops that feature gentle square or boat necklines. These shapes visually lift the upper body, which instantly makes the waist area less noticeable, even though you're not doing anything to hide it. This technique is especially helpful if your body has naturally softened with age, or if you prefer clothing that drapes rather than clings. A refined shoulder line acts as the anchor that keeps the entire outfit looking intentional, balanced, and quietly sophisticated. It's such a simple detail, yet once you try it, you'll notice how much more confident you feel in your clothes. Before we end today's conversation, I want to leave you with something more meaningful than any single style tip. Your waistline does not define your worth. Your clothing size does not measure your beauty, and your body, exactly as it is in this season of life, deserves to be treated with kindness, curiosity, and celebration. The clothes hanging in your closet are chapters of your story. Some pieces belong to who you were years ago. Some pieces belong to who you are becoming today. None of them should make you feel inadequate. Instead, they should support you, comfort you, and express the rich, layered life you've lived. So tomorrow morning, when you open your closet, try asking yourself a different question. Not what will make me look thinner, but what will make me feel joyful, supported, and authentically myself today. When you dress from that place, with softness instead of pressure, with curiosity instead of judgment, your style becomes a reflection of your inner confidence. And that confidence is far more powerful than any trend or measurement. I would truly love to hear from you. Which of these 8 tips spoke to you the most? Is there a styling trick you've used over the years that always makes you feel good? Share it in the comments below. Your wisdom may be exactly what another woman needs today. Thank you, my Golden Grace family, for spending this time with me, for your presence, and for your shining spirit. Until next time, remember to stay bold, stay beautiful, and keep celebrating the extraordinary woman you are every single day.